Action. Hi, YouTube. I hope you're having a good day today. It's not a very happy day for a lot of people. We're pounded with propaganda from history, and a lot of us went through it. And I'm sorry that we had to go through that. We've grown a lot as a country. We've grown a lot as people. The media has only sank deeper since 2001. That was my graduation year. I graduated in 2001. So September 11th was very intense for me. It was all we talked about for the next 5, 10 years. And it's basically what perpetuated this living fear that we're living in today in 2020, 19 years later. It's a day that's going to forever live in infamy, self-inflicted wound. Like the Gulf of Tonka, we all like to ignore history. Not I. I study it closely, in-depthly, and history always seems to repeat itself. So it's very, very important to always look at history for what it is and not for what it is taught. I mean this by everything up to the point that we're living in 2020. The history, it's called history, is because it's told by the winner. Everybody knows that. There's not going to be one person that has lost a war. It's going to say, oh, yeah, we lost that war. No, they won them. That's what history is. It's told by the winners, the succeeders. And that's how it's written. And I strongly believe that history, up until the last 6,000 years, is still BS. That is not the best up to date. I know I'm talking about September 11th, but I'm talking the last 6,000 years. It's all kind of been swept under the rug, you guys. If you guys want specific things to study, please ask me. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to a different subject because ancient history is something that I will never get over. It's something I study every day and is completely fascinates me in every way, shape, or form. And if you understand history, it's kind of what we are now. We're just a written monarchy. He who wins the wars writes the history. So, I don't know. What's your history, guys? Do you know your history? Do you know your human history? Do you know your American history? Because even people that I think know their American history don't actually know American history. Because the American history taught is not the American history that I want to talk about. So, on to another subject because I don't want to talk any more vagueness, but people that know me wholeheartedly will know I'll talk about these sorts of things all the time. Yes, it was not real. It happened, but nothing that was reported was real. But I can't wait to get I bought you guys something. I don't know if I told you. Maybe I did. Because when I film my videos, I'll stop them, start them, restart them, and then I'll leave information out. And since I don't rewatch them, sometimes I'll catch myself in a lie. So, but I did purchase you guys something. No, maybe 50% you, 50% me. There are going to be some pretty stellar lighting that's going to be in either corner of. I'm actually going to redo this whole area of my bedroom. I'm not going to be in this corner anymore. I want the window on that side so the light comes in on that side. But these lights do 16 million different variations, so I don't think we're going to get bored. We, meaning I. You guys might get bored of my lights, but I won't get bored of them. So those should be coming anywhere from the 5th to the 27th, depending on... I'd say the 27th because I never get on the day I want it. If I say the 15th, the 5th, not going to get it. I always pick the last day on that little this day to this day. It's always the last day for me. So I'm guessing the 27th, but I'm hoping the 15th. Yeah, that said, today's kind of a rough day for me. I don't like September 11th. It is never going to be the number 9 and the number 11 said back to back. It will always be September 11th. And we lost a lot of good people that day for no reason. And those reasons were to attack the Constitution and what it is today. So I think you guys should be thinking really hard about the election, who you're voting for. And those of you that think that your vote doesn't matter, I pity you hard, because it does. I'm not going to preach about politics, and I don't want to preach about religion, and I don't want to preach about money, but unfortunately my project's going to be happening for quite some time, and we're probably going to traverse these subjects. So bear with me. We'll get over them and get back to some fun stuff. But today, just think about your fellow man, what you're doing for them, because today is dedicated to them. It's not just a piece of history. It's not just a piece of information. Those are human lives. And unfortunately, the ones that matter more to me are the 100 million Native Americans that have been eradicated and pushed on a reservation. So I do feel bad for the American people and today. And I do think about it. So, but it's only one thing that's on my mind. I have other things going, and I can't always look over my shoulder in the past, and I don't think anyone else should either. We should learn from the past and grow from the past and build a better future. These aren't things that we should be going over in history over and over again. These things in history should not repeat themselves. Right now we're fighting fires on the other side of the country, you know? Some things we have to fight together as humans, and then there's other people that are taking the humanity out of mankind with acts of terrorism and then blaming it on other people for their own political gains. I don't want to be a freedom fighter for those people, because those families are fighting for them, and I don't need to do that. But I should be aware, and I should do something more fun. I'm going to do something fun tomorrow. But today is a day of reflection. I can't do anything fun that I want to do. But hey, you guys make the magic happen. I just can't imagine going to work one day and being like, you know, maybe you like your job, maybe you don't. Some of those people working in that building probably didn't like their job. Some of them they did. But nobody deserves to go out the way they did. So, life, very fragile. Treat it gingerly, you guys. Hug your family. Hug your friends. Treat them good. I think I've done enough preaching on today. I've sat all day just thinking. I had a bunch of other videos I wanted to do, and I can't do them. I can't hit record and honestly just try to be happy today. Yep. Emo Greg today. Emo Greg, but I'm going to go watch some comedies. Try to smile. There's a lot of good things worth living for, that's for sure. I think about those too. There's always just an ominous thing about today. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't think about it, right? I shouldn't think about the other people and get vaporized in Beirut, Lebanon. That's one part of my mind tells me. It was a long time ago. Don't think about it. You didn't know any of those people, Greg. Yeah. That's the sad part. Why is my mind telling me that I don't need to think about it? Just forget about it. Fuck you, mind. The mind's stupid. Always listen to your heart. Don't follow it all the time. Definitely listen to it more than your mind. So, I don't ever want to say anything good or bad about people because that makes me judgmental. I don't like saying good things about good things unless people and bad things about bad people. That's going to be left up to everyone else to decide. But you know what? Maybe there has to be bad people in the world, right? I don't know. This is a really pretty dye, though. Can't stop looking at it. I think I'm going to clean. I love you guys, YouTube. Maybe I'll go take a dab. Yeah, maybe a final thought. Don't look for meaning. Just create it. Every day. Same thing with these videos. I create this meaning. I love coming home to this. It's not always going to be happy, what I have to say, but I do love coming home to this. And for that, I thank you. So, have a good evening. Dream well.